take us through that last defensive possession.
We scouted that was gonna go to Moncrief, and I knew I had Moncrief, so I just did it for my team. I know I had to play hard defense, and I didn't want to lose, so I had to do what I had to do.
Coach said on TV, this is for both of you, but 7 wins now, you felt like you were in. You feel like you've got to win at state, or you've got to make your case for the NCAA tournament now?
Both, I guess. Obviously, we'll make it to a big dance. You know, that's why you might come and play in the SEC. But also, we kind of have some aggression that we're ready to get out. You know, we're going down there to win.
So right now, you feel like you're in, but at the same time, you obviously want to go beat state for beating here.
Well, right now, we're taking it one game at a time. We're not really focused on if we're in or not. We want to be in, but we're just taking one game at a time and trying to win one game at a time.
Basically what Grace is saying, we just want to get back to playing Ole Miss basketball, and we know that at state we got to pay back state for what happened, losing by 2. So we're going down there and get what we got to get.
For both y'all just started really strong tonight. I mean, 20 7 points, and led at 12 too. Just what do you kind of credit y'all's fast start tonight?
Energy. We always enter games with high energy, and when we do that, we start off really well. So.
And that's for me, attacking. They said before, just attack, and it's a zone. And every time I attack, I'm looking for Grace for the 3. And so that's what gets us motivated. That's what gets us pumped up with the 3s that Grace made.
What's been the key in the last couple, 3 games to have these wins, to have these games finally go your way now?
I would say focus and defense and bringing energy and enthusiasm for practice. We don't win games. I mean, we win games now, but we also win games in practice and shoot around.
And that was kind of missing
Right.
for 3 or 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm. But we got our confidence back and our mojo back, so.
Basically just getting back to playing Ole Miss basketball.
Grace, kind of looking back 3 months ago, 2 months ago even, it's kind of hard to fathom that you're talking about NCAA tournament at this point and really have a shot.
Absolutely. We've worked so hard, and we know where we want to be, and we know what's on the line here. And so right now we're coming to play and to practice every day. So.
Anything else for the players? All right, we'll have Coach in shortly. Coach Madensel, he will give an opening statement, and then we'll open it up for questions.
What a great win for our program. Got beat 29 3 weeks ago by LSU. Just got it handed to us, and just looked like a team that packed it in for the season down there. And this bunch just continued to fight. LSU's got a great team. They got 2 of the best guards in the country. Moncrief and Ballard are rough to guard. And I knew that as I watch them on tape. They're 2 of the scariest players that we'll play against all year defensively, because they're so quick and athletic and strong, and they're big and they get to the rim. And so they got going there, but our kids found a way to win. And we're sitting here at 7 and 8, and LSU's 9 and 6, whatever it is. But 17-11, 7 and 8, and I'm looking at these bracketology things. And guys, if this ain't an NCAA basketball team, the problem we may have here is we look at this RPI, and our RPI is not very high. But Ohio State's wasn't either when they were playing football. Ohio State passed the eye test. And we're continuing growing up the RPI. And I just really hope the selection committee, as they look at it, they'll watch the eye test of Ole Miss. Because if you look at it, you look at an Arkansas and an Ole Miss, and Arkansas, they're saying in as a 10 seed. We beat them 15, 16 points here at our place in a head-to-head contest. And we're ending up with basically the same record. We got great wins. We beat a Georgia team that had their full roster, not the roster they got now that's depleted. We beat a Kentucky team. I mean, it's just over and over and over. And how this basketball team is not in the tournament, I will never know. Even if we go 7 and 9, I still think we got a good shot at getting in. But 8 and 8, we should be in. And so that's what we're fighting for every day, is get the NCAA tournament. And I know they can say that we lost. We gave a couple away, which we did. Vanderbilt, we led the whole game. We should be already 8 and 8 right now, or 8 and 7. Led the whole game, gave one away at the end. But when you look at that game, if you look at the eye test, Vanderbilt made 18 free throws in the last 10 minutes of the game. It's a big difference. The game slowed down. They got to the line. So, I just feel like we got a good basketball team. South Carolina's a 1 seed, supposedly in the NCAA tournament. I know I'm ranting a little bit, guys, but this has been on my mind. But South Carolina's a 1 seed, supposedly in the NCAA tournament. And with about 4 minutes to go, we're down 12, and we were 6 of 22 from the free throw line at that point. If it's a different ball game, we make free throws. We're in the game with 4 minutes to go. And so I just hope people watch us. I hope the selection committee watches us, because I think if you look at the eye test, this basketball team should be in the tournament.
And you've said though, 8-8 should get you in. I mean, you've said that all the way.
All the way through. I've never seen an 8-8 team not get in, but what they're saying, what they're gonna come back and say is our RPI isn't the greatest. Our out-of-conference schedule wasn't the greatest. We had a young team. We had 8 newcomers on our basketball team. If we'd have went out and played one of the best schedules in the country, we wouldn't be sitting here right now, because we'd have killed their confidence before we even got going. And so we had to play what we had to do to get going. But we played Baylor out of conference, they're saying's in. Played Middle Tennessee and Western Kentucky out of conference, which they're saying in. We beat Southern Miss, which is a top 70, 80 RPI team. And so we played some good teams there. We just, obviously our other teams we played, we played Utah and beat Utah. Utah was picked to finish the 10th or 9th or 10th in the Pac-12. They've had some injuries, so they fell off. But when we beat them, they were full strength. Nevada Reno was full strength when we beat them. They were picked the top 2 or 3 in the Mountain West. But they've lost kids. And so I feel like 8-8 you should be in. But I hope they just don't look at our RPI and say that we're 70 in RPI or 80, whatever it is, and they're not going to get in. If you watch this basketball team deserves to be in the NCAA tournament. Even at 7-9, they deserve to be in it. Nikki Caldwell and I talked about it before the game. We feel like 8 teams in this league deserve to be in. LSU deserves to be in. But they're on LSU too about their out-of-conference schedule. But you're telling me that basketball team's not good enough to be in the NCAA tournament? Y'all watched all the teams that's coming here this year. LSU's really good. And so it's just we need to go get to 8-8. We need to win one in the SEC tournament. If we do that, I think there's no chance we're not in. But maybe you slip up, you don't, then you put it in the committee's hand. But this team is fighting to get in the tournament.
So what do you attribute to a 30-point turnaround from the last game?
Our seniors' leadership. We got beat down there. We didn't get off the bus down there. It was bad. We did not play with energy. We did not get up. We did not do anything that we do. Ross Bjork talked to our team today, and he watched the game. He said it better than anybody. He watched the game live whenever we played it. And he didn't call me for about 4 days, because he's going to give me a 4-day window before he really talked to me after 29-point butt kicking, just like everybody else. But he said it best. That wasn't Ole Miss at Baton Rouge. That wasn't us. So be us. Be the team that was there on Monday night. Be the team that beat Auburn. Be the team that beat Georgia. Be the team that went to Florida and won, which is another good win. Be that team. Be the team that went to Kentucky and played Kentucky to 2 or 3 points at Kentucky when they were full strength. And be the team that beat them here. Be that team. And he was 100% right when he talked to him. And I had Coach Freeze talk to him Monday after shoot around. I'm superstitious. So I had Ross talk to him today after shoot around. I got to figure out who's coming to Starkville, because I may have to get you over there to talk to him. Somebody that's coming. So we got to keep it going. People talking to him. Maybe Kyle Campbell or Jason List to come talk to him. I don't know.
You gotta wear pink shoes too, don't you?
Oh, you bet them pink shoes will be out still. I like them anyway.
So going to Little Rock, you think 8-8 or 7-9, you need to pick up one, or you?
I think 7-9, we got to win one. You got to win one. If you're 7-9, you win one, you're probably going to get Tennessee. This may lock us into the 7th seed, somewhere there, depending on what happens with Arkansas and Kentucky tonight. If Kentucky beats Arkansas, this win locked us to be the 7. We were picked 14. 14. And let me tell you about that 14th pick. We got every 14th vote. There was not one vote we didn't get. From media, from coaches, from everybody. We collected them all. We were unanimous 14th. And we wore that thing with pride, didn't we? Now we're going to finish 7th. But I kept telling the team before the season started, the media that was voting, the coaches that were voting, they don't know what's in this gym. We do. So we can control what we know. And we've controlled that. And, we're sitting here 17-11. Who would have thought in 2 years? You have to sit back and think about it. But I'm going to tell you why it happened. Amber Singletary, Danielle McCray, and Tia Fowler bought in. Those 3 kids bought in. They had 8 newcomers come in this year with them that they convinced to buy in because they were bought in. This program is going in the right direction because of those 3 seniors. And I told them this, when we do win an SEC championship, and it's going to happen, when we do, you 3, if I have to buy it personally, will get SEC championship rings. Because you 3 are the reason why this program is going in the right direction. And I'll always be there for them. I love all 3 of them. I'm hard on them. I'm very hard on Tia, as you can see. But I love Tia like my own daughter. It broke my heart this morning when the weather come in. I knew it was going to be hard for her mother to get up here anyway. But when she called me this morning and told me her mother wasn't coming, it broke my heart. I got on the phone with her brother and said, you better get your butt over here. And he got up here so he could be out there with her. But the weather got bad on her mother and wasn't able to get up the roads, get through the roads to get up through this way to be here for her senior night, but I guarantee Miss Shirley sat there and watched at home, and she was fired up at home, and I'm just real proud of them. Amber Singletary's parents came in here. Her daddy's one of the biggest cheerleaders we have. He's there. He texts me after every game, keep your head up, keep your head up. And his daughter ain't playing 30, 40 minutes a night. But his daughter plays a key role for us in our basketball team. She plays the backup point guard, and she plays the backup wing player. She plays every position there is, and her 6 minutes a night were huge for us. And Danielle McCray just continues to get better and better, and another set of parents that are just real loyal and had put up with some of my stuff because I've been real hard on her, Danielle, to try to get her going. But look how she's played the last 3 games. 10 points, 8 rebounds, right on another double-double situation. And when her and T are playing well together, we're hard to guard because they're two of the best post tandems in our league.
Anything else for Coach Etzel?
You guys led throughout, then they took 2 leads later on you, but then you made the 2 plays at the end, Tia's free throw, and then there at the end. What does it say about the team that they responded to diversity like
The
that?
coaches behind me saying call a timeout. Once we got beat by Vanderbilt, we were off that Sunday, and we came back and we did 2.5 hours of situations. Up 2 with 2 minutes to go. Down 1 with 25 seconds to go. Up 4 with 10 seconds to go in the first half. Shoot it or hold it out. Handling situations because we didn't do that. That was my fault. I kind of rushed the process with the young team. And I felt like after the Vanderbilt debacle that it was my fault that I hadn't prepared them for situations. When they scored to go up 1, I didn't see a player on our team that was worried. And our coaches behind us, coach, you got a timeout, you got a timeout. I believe if your kids are going, let them go. Because if you call a timeout, it allows them to set their defense. And Queen Hayes got down to that wing. Danielle McCray slipped the ball screen, which is what we asked her to do in the last huddle. Threw it to her, she drove it, had Tia wide open. Tia fumbled the pass, but got it back, gathered it, went up, and got fouled. That's what we needed. If we'd have let them call a timeout, let them set their defense, we may not have got a basket off, because once they got the defense set, we wasn't scoring very much. Because they're real good in that matchup zone because their guards are so big and long. And so then, true credit, I can tell you this, Alex Simmons and Brittany Hudson we need to keep here for a long time because they are recruiting gurus. They recruit really, really well for us. Todd Schaefer and Sean Stevenson do a lot of our film breakdowns and teams we're playing and knowing them. When we went back out there with 2 seconds on the clock, those 2 guys said, call a timeout and know what they're in. They knew exactly what they were in. Todd Schaefer took the board, told the kids what they were in, and it's exactly what they were in. They knew. They'd watched so much tape on them. That's little things that won the game for us. Little thing like that won the game because he'd watched so much tape, him and Sean. They knew what they were going to late in the game, and our kids executed it. We didn't do what we normally do in over-under situations. We usually switch every screen. We didn't do that. I said, match up, stay with your man. Stay with your man because we don't want to lose somebody on the switch. And we didn't do that, which is real good.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you. What a win, guys.